Hi friends, good morning. This is your Adithya. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to write a program to find a number in the sorted list using binary search in Python. Okay, let's see what's the definition of a binary search. Searching a sorted list by repeatedly dividing the search interval in half is called as a binary search. Okay, let's see what is exactly a binary search with an example. Let's say that the search number is 7 and the list is 1, 5, 7, 9, 10, 13, 17, 19 and 27. The list has 9 elements. Okay. First, the first index will be 0 and the last index will be 8. And we can find the middle index by summing the first index with the last index and dividing it by 2. So the middle index will be 4 and the middle index, which is 4, value is 10. So the middle number is 10. As 10 is greater than 7, which is the search number, the last index, which was 8, will be set to mi, which is 4 minus 1. So now li's value will be 3. Okay, the advantage of the binary search is that every time when we loop, we can ignore half of the list. So here we are ignoring the right sublist and we are working with the left sublist now. Okay. Now again in the next iteration, the first index is 0 and the last index is 3. Now the middle index will be 0 plus 3, which is equal to 3 divided by 2. So now the middle index is 1 and the middle number, which is the value of the index 1, is 5. As 5 is less than 7, the first index, which is 0, will be set to the middle index, which is 1 plus 1. So the first index value is 2. Now in the next iteration, the first index is 2 and the last index is 3. And we are ignoring the left sublist because we know that the answer will be somewhere near the right sublist here. So now 2 plus 3, which is equal to 5 divided by 2. So it will return mi as 2. Now, what is the middle index? It is 2. And the value of the index 2 is 7. As the middle index, which is 7, is equal to the search number, which is 7, we found the search number and we'll show the user that we found a search number at this index, which is the index 2. Okay, so let's see the code. This is the code. First, let's see what's in the main function. Okay, first we are taking an list. As we can only take an sorted list for the binary search, we are providing an sorted list. And we are assigning the list to the variable source. Next, we are printing the list. After printing the list, we are taking the search number input using the input function. After taking the input, we are calling the function binary search and passing the arguments as source and the search number. Okay, let's see what's in the function. Like the example, First we are taking the first index as 0 because index starts from 0. And the last index will be the length of the list, which is 9 minus 1. We are using minus 1 as we know that indexes start from 0. Now, after taking the first index and the last index, we are using the while loop to check whether the search number is in the list or not. Okay, so while the first index is less than or equal to the last index, we will do the while loop. Now, as 0 is less than the last index, which will be 8, as 0 is less than 8, it will execute the while loop. Now the middle index will be 0 plus 8, which is 8 divided by 2. So middle index's value is 4. Next, we are checking if the value of the index mi, which is the index 4's value, which will be 10, is less than the search number, which we took as 7. As the condition is false, it will check the else statement. Now, as the value of index 4, which is 10, is greater than 7, which is the search number, as the condition is true, we are changing last index to the middle index, which is 4 minus 1. So now the last index's value is 3. Now, as the first index, which is 0, is less than or equal to 3, which is the last index, it will execute the while loop. This time middle index value will be 2 plus 3, 5 divided by 2, which will be 1. Now the value of index 1 is 5. Now as 5 is less than the search number, which is 7, as it is true, we are changing first index's value to the middle index, which is 1 plus 1. So now the first index is 2. Okay. Now, as 2 is less than or equal to 3, it will execute the while loop. Now the middle index will be 2, which is 2 plus 3, 5 divided by 2. Now, the value of index 2, which is 7, is less than the search number. As 7 is not less than 7, the if statement is false. Next, it will check the else statement. As 7 is not greater than 7, the else statement is also false. Now, as the both statements are false, it will return the middle index because we found the number index value. So, what happens if we could not find the number in the while loop? If we could not find the number in the while loop, it will return -1. And the returned value will be stored in the variable result. Now, result here, which is 2, is not equal to -1. As it's true, it will print your number, which is 7, was found at the position results value +1. So it will print your number 7 was found at the position 3. What happens if results value is -1? When the results value is -1, the if statement will be false. So it will print, sorry, the number is not found in the list. Okay, now as we know that functions don't execute on their own, we are calling the binary search function here and the main function at the last line here. Okay, now let us see the code in action. First I am going to enter the number which we took as example, 7. If printed as expected, your number 7 was found at the position 3. Now let me enter a number which is not in the list. For example 30. For 30 also it prints as expected. Sorry, the number is not found in the list. So our program works. Thank you and please subscribe.